Dr. Gerald Edwards, Letters, October 3, suggests Catalans are a minority party. He is wrong. At the 2015 election the main independence party, Junts PLC, won 62 seats, 6 short of an absolute majority. However, with the support of the leftist, but pro-independence Popular Unity candidacy, there is a majority for independence in the Catalan parliament. Dr. Edwards's contention is therefore parallel to the argument that there is no justification for another referendum unless the SNP, by itself has a majority in our parliament. But, in both cases, a majority is a majority whether from one party, or more than one. He also disparages the magnitude of Sunday's yes vote, though failing to mention that the balance of votes cast and counted was 90% yes. He does, however, offer the concession that some votes were lost by police action, or, put another way, stolen. How far was the Spanish state responsible for a low turnout? It was John Kennedy who said those who make peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable. Falling back on the Constitution and pleading that now is not the time, do nothing to address the issues underlying such demands. There is a long-standing, clear dissatisfaction in Catalonia with the Spanish state, divided between those who seek independence, and those who would accept a federal solution. The main issue is one of trust in the Spanish state, which can hardly have been helped not only by Sunday's dreadful events, but by the increasing repression in the days leading up to the vote. Lastly, Dr. Edwards claims that support for the Catalan result means the SNP endorses an illegal action. If Dr. Edwards means the possibility of UDI at some future point being illegal, then he is wrong here too. The International Court of Justice found in 2010 that, in the case of Kosovo, their unilateral declaration of independence was not illegal in international law. If he means the referendum itself, his argument is unoriginal, merely repeating the distressingly amoral statement by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office that the referendum was a matter for the Spanish government, and that the rule of law should be upheld, no matter what. Yet, important as rule of law is, this does little more than pose the even more difficult question of how fundamental state rights should be prioritized against the equally fundamental rights of its citizens. That Sunday's referendum was contrary to Spanish law ignores that many protest movements leading to what we now consider fundamental rights, including the right to belong to a trade union and for women to vote, were often at the outset illegal. Illegality is not something to pursue, certainly in the first instance, but by itself, it does not necessarily render conduct illegitimate. Repression by the state to prevent protest surely infringes the inalienable rights of its citizens? At the very least, surely, we can agree that Sunday's actions by the Spanish state were shockingly disproportionate. The Catalans only wanted to vote, a fundamental democratic right.